If you love the Swedish meatballs at IKEA, you are going to love this easy homemade version, and of course, in the crock pot. Hi, my name is Christina, and welcome back to my sister's kitchen. Here at my sister Carrie's kitchen, we love to show you guys easy, affordable recipes that you can make at home in no time at all. Today, we are making crock-pot Swedish meatballs. It is amazing. We are with eatingonadime.com. I have linked this recipe in the description below. If you can't find it, just Google Eating on a Dime, crock-pot Swedish meatballs, and it will pull right up. Before we get started, let's talk about this crock-pot. I'm gonna go on a limb and say that this is my sister's favorite crock-pot right now. We always are working with about 4 or 5 different brands to give you guys different price points. This one is the green pan crock pot. It's actually a multi-cooker, which means it does all sorts of things and it works great. I'm gonna link this in the description below. It is one of the higher price point crock pots that we're using right now, so just brace yourself. I'm gonna go ahead and put a link in the description below of other options as well. We've tested out a ton. So whatever price point you're shopping at, you can find one that you love. If you are loving crock-pot cooking as much as Carrie and I are, do not forget to check out our digital crock-pot cookbook. That is also linked in the description below. We are offering it at a great discount for the winter months so that you guys can eat amazing crock-pot recipes all winter long. This is a 6-quart crock-pot for today's recipe. All right, let's get started. First, we need meatballs. Because we are all about quick and easy, I am using pre-made frozen meatballs. Let's see how big this is. It's a 22 count, but you just buy the ones that you like. I like the turkey meatballs. They're my favorite. If you have another brand that you like, use those as well. The only thing is if you use a bigger bag, you may want to double all the other ingredients because the more sauce, the better, in my opinion. You also can use homemade meatballs if you prefer. We have recipes for beef and turkey homemade meatballs on eatingonadime.com. Just search for those and they will pull right up. Then we're gonna add a package of onion soup mix. Just dump that right into the crock pot on top of the meatballs. And then 1 can of cream of mushroom soup. This is a 10-ounce can. We're gonna add that to the crock pot as well. Oops, lid down. I'll get that later, don't worry about it. Now you can use a homemade version on the cream of meatball soup if you would like as well. We also have a gluten-free option. You can search for those at Eating on a Dime. So if you're looking for that, check those out. And then let's add our secret ingredient. This is what really takes this to the next wow factor. We add just a little bit of A1 steak sauce. This is 1/4 cup of A1 steak sauce. That's what really gives it that like iconic flavor. I was just corrected. I said cream of meatball soup. It's cream of mushroom soup. So sorry about that. Don't forget to check out the printed version of this recipe in case I misspeak anywhere along the way. You can double check me in the recipe linked in the description. All right, so now let's add some beef broth. I always add this at the end because it helps all the ingredients kind of mix together. We're gonna do 2 cup beef broth. I do recommend beef broth. Sometimes I'll say you can use water, but in this one, it adds a lot to the flavor. So I recommend beef broth for this recipe. All right, that's all we need to add to the crock pot. So easy. Cover. You can cook this on low for about 6 to 7 hours or on high for about 3 and 3.5 hours. You're just wanting to warm those meatballs through because they're already cooked and really get the sauce ingredients combined and a delicious flavor. All right, let's get this started. I'll see you in a couple of hours. It's been cooking for a few hours now. In the last 30 minutes of the cooking time or 30 minutes before you're gonna eat, whichever you prefer, we're gonna stir in 1/2 cup of sour cream. This gives it that creamy base flavor that's very classic with Swedish meatballs. Now you can use plain Greek yogurt if you would prefer. I do like yogurt or sour cream instead of like a heavy cream because it helps thicken it as well to make a nice like gravy, because I serve this over egg noodles and I want a nice delicious gravy to cover those noodles. So just stir these in real good, and then we're going to let this heat through and cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. You can kick it on over to high if you didn't cook it on high, and it'll go quicker for you as well. So what I would do if I was making this at home, I would stir in this sour cream, then I would get my pasta ready, and by the time the pasta's done, these meatballs are going to be ready to enjoy. Once it's heated all through, the steam is always a good indicator it is done. Now, if you do have a crock pot like this, it's a multi-cooker, and you want to speed up the process, you can switch it on over to saute or brown, and it'll heat it up quicker, and that works as well. So just a little saving tip for you so you can enjoy dinner even faster. The best thing about these meatballs is you can serve them as an appetizer. Swedish meatballs is a great appetizer that everyone loves, but they're hearty enough to serve as dinner. So usually I serve them as dinner, and I love serving them over egg noodles. All right, I'll get the egg noodles and we'll get this served up. Got my egg noodles. And the most important part when serving this is to get that extra sauce and really drizzle it on the noodles. That's where the wow factor is at. Ooh, it looks amazing. Let's talk about how to serve. So when I make these at home and I'm serving it as a meal, I love serving it with steamed broccoli because this sauce is amazing drizzled over broccoli, and it's a great way to make a veggie taste really good and delicious. The leftovers on this will keep for about a week as long as you refrigerate it in an airtight container. Ooh, I am hungry, guys. I cannot wait. Do not forget to like and subscribe so you don't miss any more of our family-friendly recipes. And if you try out today's recipe, Crock Swedish Meatballs, please go to our website and leave us a review at the bottom. We love hearing from you guys. We love hearing what you think. It gives us more ideas to make future recipes that you guys love. Thank you guys so much for joining me today in my sister's kitchen. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, friends.